DailyMail reports that Meghan Markle did some volunteer work by preparing Thanksgiving for 300 homeless women at Downtown Women's Centre DWC. In a photograph shared on the Archwell Foundation website, Meghan can be seen wearing a face mask and gloves as she helps to hand out slices of pumpkin pie. Are we absolutely sure that it's actually Meghan? After all, she's used stand-ins for other members of her invisible family. It could be any dark-haired volunteer in any kitchen anywhere with Archwell photoshopped on it. If it was Harry's wife, surely she'd be grinning maniacally straight at the camera. Many royal fans claim that it was not Meghan in the photo, but it was actually Diane Mandana. One person commented, "Definitely not her, there's no way she'd settle for the background. This is a woman who pushed royalty and UN dignitaries out of the way to be photographed front and centre, who posed incognito at the graves of murdered children. They snapped a photo and a staff member just happened to look slightly like her. They purposely kept it ambiguous so at first glance they'd think she was actually doing some work." Another added, "If it was Meghan Markle, she'd want to be seen and get the credit. I don't see anything in the photo that makes it clear that it's her. Maybe more photos coming later, but for now, nah." Meanwhile, A.W. Martin on Quora suggests that Meghan does nothing without a camera and a media release to follow, to ensure her act of kindness is duly noted. The writer wrote, "It seems that Meghan Markle did some volunteer work by preparing Thanksgiving for 300 homeless women. And it also seems that she and her husband were most generous in providing photographs of her low-key participation in this most altruistic undertaking. Take notice of the credit on the bottom left of the photograph provided to the media by none other than Archwell themselves. The question that inevitably is asked when a post like this appears is, what did you do? At least Meghan Markle is doing something. How about what anyone including Meghan Markle does for charity is really none of anyone else's business? Millions all over the world gave their money, time and talents over the holiday and would be embarrassed that their charitable work made the paper. As there is a constant campaign to elevate the public opinion of Markle, this is just part of that campaign, and since Archwell is the one that released the pictures, it's another epic fail for her. No amount of charity will erase the fact that everything this couple involves themselves in is given a huge dose of side-eye. That's what happens when you're more noted for the lies you tell than the work you do in the pictures released of it. Meghan has volunteered to help the less fortunate since she was a child, work that continued when she was filming Suits in Toronto, and that commitment has clearly not wavered despite that whole royal thing. But why does so much of the Sussexes' charity work miraculously end up as a photo opportunity or find its way into the media? In March 2020, when the couple arrived in Los Angeles as the pandemic's grip tightened on the world, they were photographed delivering meals from Project Angel Food. Royal biographer Tom Bower writes in his recent eyebrow-singing book, Revenge, that at the point in time, the Sussexes were conscious about their image ahead of a lawsuit against the Daily Mail. So before the trial started in London, Meghan's and Harry's publicists authorised the distribution of photographs of the two handing out meals to the homeless in LA. The couple stood in safety by the open boots of their black Porsche SUV and a 6-litre Cadillac Escalade to distribute the packages. After a short spell of charity, they drove back to their Montecito haven, he said.